Yo, quick. Yo, I don't know what happened, but I was getting ready to dig in your ass. Word.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
$4.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller.
Come on, man. I hit that nigga.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two,
ran
up
to
the
the
46.
outside.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
Wow, again?
That's caught inside the 20.
Wow, what the fuck is going on?
Houston. DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, yeah, go, y'all go stay in the room.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football
What the fuck
game.
is that?
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No, Shaheem? Yeah, he looking.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet
Same
and see
after
what
the
you did on the
BC.
last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. They give to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fuck the Devin County, whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck him, that's how I feel. He ain't got nothing on Zeke. He ain't got nothing on Zeke. Oh, come on.
3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
That's me. Come on,
Now a
man.
shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Oh, yeah.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right.
What? Yo.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Oh, man. Nigga.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, my goodness. You dumb motherfucker, you.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here comes Carter. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 3rd down here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
No, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air.
Ain't no such thing as cheating when I'm playing with you.
And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Carter. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
I feel every day.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on a tackle.
There we go.
Go down. A Cowboys sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the 50, it's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yes.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 21.
Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. Ooh, with a juke. Fights him off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, 59. 54 is Mike. Echo, echo. Watch 54, watch 54. Y'all not ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Miller.
Goodness, are you serious?
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now it's Watson, looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And he works free.
Goodness.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you, that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will extend their lead. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On second down, Prescott again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Leave him the fuck alone.
A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go
All right, just leave him alone. I'm tired of him crying. I'm tired of him crying.
Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on 4th. Flush to his right.
Come on,
and
bro.
He's going to go down again.
I let that Jones go.
J.J. Watt. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run with Miller.
Come on.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 24. Mike 5-4. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's sign him up.
Watson on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Bullshit.
7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what